Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. What's up, fellow Earthlings? Right now, we are currently in Tennessee. We're going to be doing a tour of a neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee. We're in the city of Memphis. Based on the World Wide Web, the internet, if you do a little Google search, Memphis is said to be one of the worst cities in Tennessee. So we're going to take a tour of one of their neighborhoods. This neighborhood is called Parkway Village. We're about 2 minutes away from our desired destination, and then we'll start zigzagging through the neighborhood. All right, we're passing American Way. We're on South Perkins Road. It looks like we're at a business strip with businesses on the right and on our left. We just passed an Aldi's. We got Metro by T-Mobile on our left. We got a business called Lovers. Looks like an adult lingerie store. We're passing Liquor Mart on our right. We got a BP gas station on our left. Captain D's Fish on our right, a rental wheel on our right, Primo's Auto Tags on our left. We got Taqueria number 3 Express on our right. We got Cottonwood Apartment Homes on our right hand side. We're passing a Sonic on our right, and La Comales on our left, which is another Mexican bar and grill restaurant. We're passing several dozen businesses. We have another La Familia Restaurante on our right. We got a business on our left called Cambio de Cheques, which I believe means cash your check or change your check. It must be a check cash place. All right, it looks like we're entering a residential area right now. We got 3 lanes. This is a 3-lane street. I'm gonna try to pull off to the farthest on our right so that I don't get rushed. We got a 1979 Cadillac for sale on our right, parked on somebody's lawn. So they have driveways, large lawns, street side mailboxes. This is a pretty wide street. This is the main avenue still. We'll probably make a right coming up just to start exploring some of the back blocks. Alright, let's make this right hand turn on Aloha Ave. This is Perkins Road and Aloha Ave. We're next to Parkway Village Family Dentistry on our right hand side. This is the Parkway Village neighborhood. We got some high fence on my left-hand side, gator fence. We're at Offshore Street, the intersection of Offshore and Aloha. I think I'm going to continue going forward. I see some garages. We got sidewalks on the left and on the right. The sidewalks are lined with grass. Alright, we're now at Atmore and Aloha Ave. I can make a right or I can make a left. Let's make a right, then make another right. Check out that block that we just passed and then come through here and make a left. Making a right-hand turn. You see the streets are lined with leaves. Season of fall, so the trees are gonna be naked in a few weeks. Gentleman on my right in his driveway. Looks like he's checking the oil to his vehicle. There's a lot of big trees on their lawns. I see some carports, some awnings that you can drive under with your vehicle. We're approaching Almo Ave. We got a little silver fire hydrant on my right hand side. We're at the intersection of Atmore Street and Almo Ave. We can make a left or make a right. I'm going to make a right hand turn as I stated earlier. Some of these parking lots or front parking driveways have 2, 3, 4 cars parked in them. There's a yard on my left. It looks like it has a bunch of scrap metal up to the fence. Literally, tons of scrap metal. Oh, we have a gorgeous classic vehicle over here. We're at Almo Ave and Offshore Street. I want to make a right so I can check out Offshore, but I want to look at this classic car right here. So we're gonna have to make an exception, go against my word. Let's make this left-hand turn, and we'll do a U-turn. That'll give you a better look of this classic. I want to make this left-hand turn. Looks like it has so much potential. Check it out. You see it? The only thing that I don't like on it is the rims. I think the rims, they're not age appropriate. They got thin tires too. That would look a lot better with the stock wheels and the white wall tires. But to each his own. We're at Almo Ave and Offshore Street. Got some tires on my right. 2 tires. It looks like a 2-way street, but there's no line separation in the middle of the street. It's a pretty wide street. It looks like it's wider because everybody's parked in their driveway. They're not street side parking. In some neighborhoods, the street side parking tends to take up a lot of the street space. We're traveling about 12 miles an hour, relatively slow. The weather right now is 66 degrees. It's supposed to go up to in the early 70s a little bit later in the evening. Got 4 tires on my right. Wow. Somebody disposed of a set of tires. If they still had life left, you could still use them. It's hard to find a matching set of used tires. There was a spot in Philly where I was able to get used tires from, and on occasion they'll have a matching set for the low, like 25 bucks a tire. One time I got some Toyo Proxy tires from them, like 10, 11 years ago. 25 bucks each tire. The set was 400, installed and everything, which was awesome. Toyo isn't a bad name brand. All right, we're back at the intersection of Aloha Ave and Atmore Street. Let's make this left-hand turn on Atmore. Now, obviously, with the internet at the tip of your hands, you're able to visit Google and look at some of the areas that we go to via Google Earth, still image, and you can learn information about them. You can even check out like what's the worst neighborhoods in Memphis, Tennessee, or you can learn a little bit more about Memphis. We haven't did a downtown tour yet. We do plan on doing a downtown tour of Memphis. When we get to the downtown tour of Memphis, I'll probably recite some facts that you can find on the internet. As of right now, I'm just doing a driving tour, taking a look at it, first impression experience. We're at Atmore and Arundel Street. I just noticed we was at like 3 or 4 streets that all had A's. Aloha, Atmore, Arundel, and I could have swore there was another one that had an A also. All right, so if we make a left, it's gonna take us back to the main street. Oh, it was on Almo too. Wow. Yeah, so there's a bunch of A's in this little segment right here. Let's make this left-hand turn. It's gonna take us back to the main street, but it's okay. We'll find our way back to the back blocks. So it looks like this neighborhood has plenty of shopping stores nearby. On the main avenue, you got Cottonwood Road and you got Knight Arnold Road, which appear to be more fast-paced streets. More tires on our left, 4 more tires. Wow. Sheesh. We got Village Plaza on our left-hand side. Village Plaza consists of Planet Fitness, Save a Lot, AutoZone, a pawn shop, and a Family Dollar. And we got the tax strip here on our left. There's also another couple businesses, but we're gonna make a right-hand turn. We're turning right on Knight Arnold Road, or I should say Knight Arnold Road. We got the House of Prayer, Church of Lord Jesus Christ on our left. We just turned off of Knight Arnold Road, and we're going to turn onto Knight Road. We're at the intersection of Knight Road and Knight Arnold Road. We got Parkway Village Christian Church on our left-hand side. Somebody did a clean out on my right-hand side, disposing of some of their trash. It must be trash day, because now I'm starting to see trash bags and cans. Now, if they got bags out here, that must mean that they probably have... Oh, wow, there was a nice Mustang inside somebody's parking lot. City of Memphis trash cans. Yeah, if there's trash bags out here, there might be physical people who pick up the trash. We got Mid-South Christian College on our left-hand side. We got more tires right here. Wow, within the period of 3 or 4 blocks. Those look horrible though. They look ripped. But the other ones didn't look in bad shape. But within 3 or 4 blocks, we saw almost a dozen tires. Alright, let's make this right back on Aloha Ave. We didn't come through this part of Aloha Ave though. And then we're gonna make a left when we get to Arundel. We got gentleman leaf blowing the lawn. And he waved, which is cool. Yo, check out this, am I right? More tires. Oh man. that's what, 8 plus 1, that's 9 tires in one shot. That went well over our quota of 12 tires. We're at Aloha Ave in Arundel. Now what's interesting is everybody's putting the tires on the lawn. I wonder if the trash company here collects the tires for them. Because normally they don't collect them in Philly, to my knowledge. That's the reason why they get disposed of everywhere. And they throw them in like empty lots and stuff. So I wonder if they collect them here, because they're putting them out right next to the trash, or right in front of the house for the trash people to take. We got some interesting 1-story houses, brick siding. Most of them seem to have garages or some sort of carport. They have sidewalks, which is walker friendly. Some of them have shutters that are for looks, for stylization purpose. I've seen a couple Mustangs. There's another Mustang on our right. Classic Mustang. More tires on our right. Check this out. 5 tires. There's another tire on our left, laying on the corner. Holy smokes. Alright, let's make this left-hand turn on Almo Ave, and there's another set of tires over here. Wow, so we've already tabulated about 20 tires in this neighborhood. Look at, there's 2 tires right here on my left. You see them on the ground? I'm gonna allow this van to go by, because this van is out. Alright, so let's go forward a little bit more. We're at Knights Road in Almo. Let's cross over Knights Road. Check out this house on my right. Looks like it has wood siding. That looks like wood. It almost looks like it's 3D printed. Like the siding looked like it had the 3D printing lines. Got a little mini coupe on our left. Passing over a speed table. These houses over here look like they may have an attic on my right. And now let's turn left. We found a block of 2 stories. This is Meadows Lane. Let's turn left on Meadows Lane. This block has 2 stories. This is the intersection of Meadows and Almo. They're all relatively close to each other. This is like 2 stories and potentially an attic, 3rd floor attic. Look at this Chevy pickup truck on my right with some gigantic rims. Oh wow, but the paint job is horrible. Oh man, great attempt, buddy. You know I paint cars. You could contact me, bro. Wow, that paint job was bumpy. It was running and everything. Maybe he just tried to do it himself. I See, also a lot of cars with rims. See, am I right? There's an IROC with some rims. Big rims, too. Oh, there's a little puppy on my left-hand side. Ah, cute little furry puppy. Got some children toys outside on the left. We got some furniture on the left-hand side. Got another vehicle on my left with some rims. We got another Mustang. This neighborhood loves Mustangs. A lot of Mustang enthusiasts over here. I saw some classic Mustangs, and then I saw some like 80s, which could still be considered classic, some early 90s Mustangs. We got an older female on my right-hand side who's raking her property, keeping her property up to par, making sure she also stays in shape. It's healthy for the heart. We're at the intersection of Aloha Ave and Nightway Road. I can make a right on Nightway or continue going straight on Aloha. I think I'm going to make a right on Nightway. This is Nightway Road. We had a gentleman on my right talking to a female. We got 2 more tires on my right hand side. We got a sofa on my right hand side disposed of. I'm gonna pull over slowly so the traffic can go by me. There was an Asian gentleman on my right hand side who was folding up a tarp on his property. There's a trampoline on my left. The trampoline doesn't have the net. You know, the net that's supposed to protect you? It didn't have the net. We're back at Almo Ave. Nightway Road and Almo Ave. Let's make this left-hand turn on Almo. More tires over here, and there's 2 more tires behind me. All right, so let me tell you what I have concluded about the tire theory. Maybe, just maybe, call me crazy, maybe a tire shop dropped a few tires in front of everyone's houses in those different blocks that we just passed and figured that's how they could disperse them. Think about that. Food for thought. Just maybe. I don't know. Now I'm starting to speculate that maybe it might not have been each house's tires. It might have been like randomly placed tires throughout different houses to like try to discard them, you know? Like at nighttime, just leave 4 tires in front of their house. In the next block, at nighttime, leave 4 tires in front of their house. At nighttime, leave 2 tires in front of their house. You know what I mean? And these tires are randomly placed places, because who knows? Are you from Memphis? You watching right now. Do you know what's up with them tires? Did everybody just swap tires on their car or dispose of tires from the basement? Or do you think that's a tire shop nearby that just dumped them? Which is a little bit clever, more clever than they do in Philly. In Philly, they just dump like 50 tires in one lot. That's a nice classic pickup truck on my right. Little sofa on our left. Look at 2 more tires right here on my left, you see? So now I'm starting to think, I'm beginning to think, look at, there's 2 more tires here on my right, you see? That's strange. Now I'm beginning to, but then again, there's a tire on my on the lawn over here on my right. That's crazy, right? Makes you think. If we go through another 10 blocks, and there's more tires throughout all the blocks, I don't know, what is the probability of people actually changing their tires? You know what I mean? Versus what I said. We're at Capri and Aloha. We got some graffiti on my right. Y'all know I'm from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the land of graffiti. I also read and write myself. I don't write anymore. Haven't wrote in, 15 years illegally, at least, give or take. But I still got my hands, I can write in a book, so I can still read it. Legible, it's very legible to me. In front of us, it looks like we got more tires. I'm curious though. I think I want to go to my right and read this graph. And we got a bunch of dumping on my left behind me. Now I'm curious to take a look at the dumping. We got some graph right here. Let's see what it says. Let's see what the hand styles look like. V/SS, BG, 18 OTM, BMG, ECC, 66th Street. Not the best penmanship, but it looked like they was leaving their squad name, their gang name, their crew name, whatever you want to call it. We're Aloha Danville Road. We got some mattresses on my left, sofa. We got a well fenced in house on my right. They had a Hummer and 2 pickup trucks parked on their property. We had another well fenced in property on my right. That's nice fence work. This is a cool fence, and it's a slide open fence. Ironworks. Gus Ironworks is who did that job. There was a little tag on the fence. I guess it's an iron fence. But those also come in aluminum, but that's like super cheap. You can flex through it with enough force. You can probably, if you're strong enough, 2 people can force it open. Got some sofas, some beds on my right. So they have plenty of lawn space, I'll tell you that much. We're at Knight Arnold Road in the intersection of Danville Road and Knight Arnold Road. I'm gonna make a left and I'm gonna make another left. We got the Eden Polite Apartments on my right hand side across the street. I believe that is what they're called. Oh, I'm sorry. Eden Point Complex. It's faded, so you can't even make the point. The point isn't legible. P-O-I-N-T-E, point. We got several tires across the street. You see that? So something's telling me somebody just came to this neighborhood to dispose of their tires. That's crazy, right? We got Olivet Fellowship Baptist Church on our left. Let's make this left-hand turn over here at Nightway Road. This is gonna bring us back to Nightway Road. All right, so Capri, which is where I saw the dumping at, Capri was a no outlet dead end. And some mattresses on my left. If you're from a different country watching this, because I know I got people that watch from all over the world, different states, different cities, and even different countries. For example, New Zealand, the Netherlands, the UK, and so on, right? So if you're from another country, let me know, how does your country dispose of the tires? Do they allow you to put them in the trash? Do they have a special collection? Another vehicle on my right with some big rims. Cadillac. These roads are kind of rough to ride with big rims. I used to like big rims when I was younger, but then after I learned what it does to the suspension, and then the potholes and the dents, we got a boarded up house on my left. Big rims don't interest me as much anymore. I like practical rims, you know what I mean? We're Aloha Ave and Nightway, so let's go through here. What is this? Oh, this looks like a block with extreme amounts of dumping. Look at this. You got a beautiful little neighborhood, but look at this right here. We found the eyesore of the neighborhood. I guess this is where people, look, there's plenty of tires scattered around here. I guess you know where everybody dumps at. I don't know if this is everybody. We got fish tanks on our left, like 2 or 3 fish tanks broken. Oh snap! There's a lot of flies. Let me roll up the window. We just went through like bee fly things. I don't know what they was, but the second we drove through it, and look at tires on my right, and then we come back to another beautiful portion. So this is what I saw earlier. This is what intrigued my curiosity. Right in front of us is the graffiti on our left on that fence, right? Capri and Aloha. But I do want to go left here. This is a no outlet, but I want to go left. Just to show you guys this block. This is Capri. the 3000 block of Capri. And look at, there's 2 tires over here. Yo, so whoever dispersed those tires was strategic about it, because you would think they would just throw them all on that block. Unless these are from the homeowner. Look at, there's 2 tires here. There's another tire over here. We just happen to come through on a day. I'm telling you, when I do these driving tours, if you're new to the channel, I'm originally from Philadelphia, born and raised. I got over 500 plus tours in Philly. Walking tours, driving tours. Covering 100 plus neighborhoods in Philly. Some of the most dangerous neighborhoods and some of the most prominent neighborhoods. Most recently, as of almost 3 months ago, I decided to take this across country. So we're doing a 48 state cross country tour. So we did 10 plus, 11 plus, 12 plus, maybe 13 states. I don't know, I lost count. And I'm trying to hit all 48 states by next year. And a lot of these tours that I've been doing, I've been capturing some of the most strangest things in every neighborhood. And I think so far, this would probably be this would fall under that category of strange things that I'm capturing. A neighborhood with tires scattered throughout. Just to give you an example, I have a neighborhood with beds scattered throughout. I got a neighborhood with like one with boots. All the cars had boots put on them. And neighborhoods with no sidewalks. Neighborhoods with, let's make this right-hand turn on Danville Road. All sorts of just randomness, like strange happenings or strange things. So yeah, feel free to browse the channel. We have over 1,000 plus videos, all types of tours, narrated, non-narrated, and if you want to explore some of my older content, I have a lot of old videos that I shot in the past. Just filter out my videos to most popular, or you can even filter them out to the oldest and look at some of the oldest videos. But as of recent, I just focus on the niche. We got a gentleman on my left, or 2 gentlemen, look like they were about to unload a trailer, or loading a trailer. There's some stuff in it, so who knows. We got a Mercedes-Benz on my right with some big boy rims. There's some 20s also. The crazy part is they took off the Benz rims, which were probably worth more than the aftermarket rims. Mercedes-Benz stock rims, unless he didn't get it with the special factory rims. We're at Almo and Danville. That was one thing that I didn't understand when I was a youngster. When I was a kid, I didn't understand that the factory rims 9 times out of 10 cost more than aftermarket rims. That's why when you buy an original car, collector's car, I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner, so if you hear a little ambience, that's the air conditioner. And if you buy a classic car, an antique car, it's worth more with the stock rims. The OEM factory is worth a lot more. Let's make this left-hand turn on Deering Road and Alamo Ave. Look at 2 more tires on my right. Now that's messed up. If a tire shop did that and started scattering tires throughout the neighborhood, that's messed up of the tire shop. More cars with rims on the right. I seen about 5 Corvettes, 90s and the 2000s model Corvettes in this neighborhood. Yep. See like 5 Corvettes, a couple Mustangs. We got 2 gentlemen on my right that look like they're loading up a trailer. They're probably doing some work, cleaning out a house. We got an Impala on my right. Looks like it's sitting on, what's those, 22s or 24s? They might be 22s on an Impala, a late model Impala. We got a Charger on my right sitting on some 20s. And a lot of trucks. I've seen a lot of trucks over here with big rims too. There was even a camouflage, what's that? A Camaro? They had a camo wrap on a Camaro. Let's make this right on Aloha. We're on Deering and Aloha. It seems like we've been following Aloha through the neighborhood. Now this is a big neighborhood. I'm gonna make note of that. This is a big neighborhood. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get finished the whole entire neighborhood in one trip. And we're not staying in Memphis. This is just on the way through our journey. So we figured we stop by, do a couple tours. This is one of the neighborhoods that we will be touring. Let's make this right. We're on Cherry and Aloha Ave. I'm gonna turn right on Cherry. We got got some regular mailbox posts on the left. We got a fortified mailbox on my right with bricks painted gray. We got a Camaro in the drive-through. We got a Grand Marquis with some big rims on my right. We got another Mustang on my right. Orange Mustang. Squirrel in the street. What's up, squirrel dude? He was running with something in his mouth. Just turn off the air. I've seen a lot of classic pickup trucks too, like 80s and 70s. That's cool. All right, Almo Ave and the intersection of Cherry. Let's make this left-hand turn on Almo Ave. See, we got two vehicles on my right. Both of them are rimmed out with rims. An Avalanche and an Escalade. We're at Almo Ave and Randy Lane. Wow, we got two dogs over here sniffing out the trash. Big dogs too. Wonder if that belongs to the homeowners or they're just stray. Oh, they don't have any collars on them. Oh, that's messed up. They don't have any collars on them. Oh, that sucks. They look like nice dogs. Yeah, they're just running wild through people's lawns. I gave away my last bag of dog food too. There's a little dog mailbox on my left. That sucks. I'm hoping that was somebody's dogs. I'm hoping they just let them out to go pee and gonna let them back in. You know what I mean? I hope they're not stray, just running around. For example, remember earlier I was talking about I saw some of the strangest things in different states and different towns? For example, in Georgia was probably one of the first areas that I saw dogs stray. In like Macon, Georgia, and Valdosta, there was stray dogs. There was at least several plus stray dogs. Puppies, adult dogs, just running around. That was strange to me. That was something new. We're at Randy Lane and Aloha Ave. Let's make this right on Aloha. Yeah, for example, in Miami, there's a rest in peace memorial over here. Let's check this out. In Miami, there was a neighborhood with roosters and chickens running everywhere. Yup, Little Haiti had roosters and chickens running everywhere. Look at this rest in peace memorial. Somebody must have been gunned down right here. You see it? It's messed up. I'm gonna make this U-turn because I want to continue following that little path we had going on there. Speaking of Miami, there was a neighborhood, I believe, Opelika in Miami. They had iguanas. And in the Venetian Causeway, there was iguanas. In some areas, there was like animals running everywhere, lizards. So yeah, it's very interesting seeing different neighborhoods and seeing what different people live like. I spent my whole life in Philly. Most people see Philadelphia through the lens of others. And it depends on who's documenting Philly, because they might focus on one area of Philly and you don't ever get to see the whole entire area of Philly, and then you just prejudge Philly based on one area because they can stay focusing on one area. We're Aloha and Phyllis Lane. We just entered Phyllis Lane. Oh wow, man. Remember these Bonnevilles on my left? And they got rims. Back in the 90s, in late 90s, they used to have a lot of those in Philly with rims too. But we don't really see many of those in Philly no more. They all probably got sent to the junkyard, crushed or something. Bonnevilles. That used to be the shot. The Bonnevilles with the rims. They put a little system in it. But yeah, so it's very interesting. When I documented Philly, before I left, I made sure to document not just one neighborhood or focus on the one avenue. I made sure to document as many neighborhoods as I could, with the exception I do admit, although I don't have a lot of Northeast, I did cover a good portion of Northeast, but Northeast is huge. Northeast Philly is huge. But the thing is, Northeast is really quiet and rural, like this. It's like the suburbs. Not really the suburbs, but it's a quieter, cleaner area of Philly. But when it comes to North Philly, West Philly, Northwest Philly, South Philly, Southwest Philly, Center City Philly, I covered a lot. Mapped out a lot, mapped out as much as I could before I decided to take it outside of the city. We're at Almo Ave and Phyllis Lane. And you know, it's surprising because people are visiting my channel even to this day, and they're saying, "Hey, Toon, what are you doing in my neck of the woods?" And it's like they don't even know that I started this 48-state cross-country journey. Or they're like, "Hey, Toon, what brings you to my town?" Or somebody says something like, "Toon, come back to Philly, we need you." Yo, but y'all missing the point that I'm trying to travel across the country. I'm trying to see what this country has to offer. Your boy, Toonie Magooney. Alright, we got a little portion over here on my left. Now, we've been on the west portion of Parkway Village. There is an eastern portion. There's a bigger neighborhood than it looks like. So I think let's continue doing this western portion, because we could go left. We're on Goodlit Road. We can go left or we can go right. If we go right, we have to bang another right and go down Cottonwood Road to take us to like Clearbrook Street and all of that. Let's see what the eastern side looks like. Let's not focus this whole video on the western side. Let's make this right on Goodlit Road. Take this straight, and then let's see what the eastern side looks like. Now we're back on Cottonwood Road. Cottonwood Road is another main road here. So I'm gonna make this right here and turn. Cottonwood and Goodlet. Now we're gonna take this straight. We'll take it straight until we pass Perkins Road. So we're gonna travel normal speed here. We're passing Phyllis, Cottonwood and Phyllis. That was Phyllis Circle. Now we're passing Randy. Now we're passing Cherry. These are all dead ends on my left hand side, make note. Now we're passing Deering. They're all no outlets. Wow, another nice classic car. Now we're passing Danville. They're all no outlets, guys. The ones on my left, they're dead ends. They're little blocks, but they're dead ends. Passing Capri Street. Now we're passing Nightway Road. Cottonwood and Nightway Road. We got another tire on my right. Could you imagine somebody at nighttime handing out tires like they're handing out newspapers? Dropping them off in front of people's houses? Night Road and Cottonwood Road. I got a big tree on my right that was turned over on the side. It looks like we got a whole apartment complex over here. We literally just passed a huge apartment complex. We got some Comcast vehicles on my right. Alright, we're approaching Perkins. We're passing Offshore Street, Cottonwood Road and Offshore. We got a gentleman on my left walking with one crutch. We got Z Market on our left, selling gas for $2.95 per gallon. We're at Perkins. We're going across Perkins. Perkins also has a lot of businesses on my left-hand side. Ouch, a little rough. All right, now we're on the opposite half of Perkins. We're gonna start doing the eastern part of, we're still in the northeastern part because there's a southern part. What breaks, let's make this right on Bryndale. What breaks up the northern and then the southern part of Parkway Village is Knight Arnold Road. If we go below Knight Arnold, then we'll be on the southern portion. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to the southern portion, but so check it out. We got some debris on my right, but again, that's probably from it being trash there, you know what I mean? Let's make this left on Bryndale Ave. What dragged my eyes over here was this bright truck on my right. Paletas, helados, el esquimal. What is that? It looks like an ice cream truck. Yeah, there's a dude vacuuming his vehicle next to. Oh, and there's another food truck on my left. My place or yours food truck. So that goes to show you this block had two entrepreneurs who had the entrepreneurial spirit enough to design a food truck and use it as a living, as a way of living. You know, they probably parked the food trucks up in the main avenue somewhere and grind and hustle to make that bread so they could feed their family. All right, we're at Bryndale. We're at Bryndale and Bryndale. If I make this right, it's gonna take us right back to the road that we was on with the lunch trucks. I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go a little further because there's a whole nother little segment over here that we can actually see. More tires over here, guys. Look on my left. 3 of them. And one of them was an ATV tire, like a Banshee or like a 4-wheeler or something. Some type of Raptor tire, but it looked more like a Banshee because it was worn out and it was flat. It had like the low profile. We're on Basewood and Bryndale. A Banshee is made by Yamaha. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a Banshee's an animal, but a Banshee is I think a Banshee's an animal, right? Is it a mythical creature? But anyway, a Banshee is made by Yamaha. 350 twin CC 2-stroke 4-wheeler. It's one of the fastest, next to like the 450 4-wheeler. Alright, we're at Bryndale and Basewood. I can go straight on Basewood or I can make a right on Bryndale. Let's go straight on Basewood because we'll end up making a right at the end and coming up Bryndale. Yeah, so it's intriguing to see different areas. And it's almost like seeing different areas in different time zones. What do I mean by time zones? Stylization from like clothing. I see some areas still wearing big pants, like big baggy jeans, big t-shirts. I see some areas, as you've seen today, still with the big rims. Like the name brands, you know, different areas are rocking different name brands, different styles, different hairstyles. It's crazy, you know? We got an older, what's this, a gentleman on my right taking a walk. He looks very cool. He has a cane. He smiles, so I'm gonna give him a little wave. Look like an older gentleman in his 70s. He had a cool Kango cap on, his nice tan jacket, some brown pants, some black shades, looking like he in the Men in Black, and some white shoes. Taking a stroll, taking a walk. We're at Bryndale Ave and Basewood Street. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Bryndale, and this is gonna take us right back around the block. Oh, we got some graffiti on my right, PBS 13. That sucks. They wrote on somebody's fence. Brisbane and Bryndale. Wow, look at this fence on my right. It's white, you see it? Made out of wood, like 2x4s. Wow, they had a nice classic pickup truck, extended cab, a full cab on my left. It looked like an 80s model. All in all, it looks like a beautiful neighborhood. It looks nice. Alright, we can make this left, right? We can make this left. And then we can go down Bluffdale Street. Let's make this left-hand turn. We're on Bryndale. And now we're gonna go down Bluffdale. Wow, they didn't get too creative with the names, did they? We're on Bryndale and Bluffdale. There's some nice red flowers over here on my left. See them? Red plants. And we didn't do the whole country yet, so I know I'm gonna have a memory full when we go across the whole country. I'm gonna have a pretty cool catalog on YouTube, which I think is gonna be useful. Wow, look at this stack of tires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tires. I think it's gonna be a pretty cool catalog to look back. Another tire, you see that other tire laying down? They had one of those rainbow paint jobs, not rainbow, the chameleon color paint jobs on a Mustang with like 20s, 24s, 22s back here on my left. And that's what I'm talking about, going through time zones or time warps, because that fluorescent paint job, not fluorescent, that multicolored paint job was popular like in the year 2000 in Philly. But in Philly, you don't see nobody rocking that paint job. Same thing with the big rims on the cars. You see a couple people with big rims, but it ain't popular like it used to be. So for me, it's like going through like a time zone, like a time warp. Like I'm seeing styles that were popular in 2005, 2010, you know? Clothing that we, dressed back in the day now. Wow, there was a whole car on my right. The whole front end was taken off. The engine and trans was out. It's kind of mind-blowing. Let's make this right. Brookdale and Bryndale Ave. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. Camaros, Mustangs, things of that nature, they're sports cars. So, putting big rims on them is kind of the reverse of opposite of what you get a sports car for. Because when we got an EF Civic, I know y'all don't care about this, but we got a little sedan EF Civic over there, 1988 through 1991 platform. Yeah, boy. It does the reverse, because putting big rims on a car slows it down. It ruins your gas mileage. It ruins the suspension. Some people don't like the way it looks. They might say it looks tacky. Yeah, you know what I mean? We got Tacos Los. What is this? Tacos Los who? Jarochos. It's another Mexican lunch truck. People out here grinding, y'all. One thing I noticed about this neighborhood too, there's a lot of full fences. Wow, they had 2 canines and a chihuahua. That's a combination. The canines take the intruder down. The chihuahua will warn you, will make the noise to let you know you got an intruder. But yeah, that's like, oh, we got 2 dogs over here. Are these stray dogs? Oh yeah, they're like just walking. We got 2 stray dogs over here at Brookdale and Bryndale. Wow, look at them. 2 little black dogs, and they look like they're the same age. They look tinier. They look like they're gonna be a big breed. Wow. And they don't have collars, which means they probably escaped. The one on the left is a boy. The one on my right looks like it's a girl. Wow, look at it in the middle of the street. You see it? Man, if I knew this neighborhood was gonna have dogs, I would have brought some dog food. Wow, look at them, look at them. Black dog with white chest. But yeah, guys, I see some cool classic cars so far. Going down south and all of that, I've seen a lot of cool classics. They have a lot of potential. I've seen some really mint classics too. We're at Bryndale and Boxdale. Speaking of interesting things I've seen on the road, I've seen like neighborhood, for example, Sebring, Florida. There's a neighborhood in Sebring, Florida where, I guess because Sebring is dealing with the raceway and all of that. We're Aloha Ave and Boxdale. We're gonna keep going straight. We had a female walking on my right hand side. Red hoodie. She had a wash cap and some cheetah pants. In Sebring, there was a neighborhood where all the streets were names of cars. So you had Ferrari Street, you had Maybach Street. You had like Mercy, not Murcielago. You had what's the name of that? What's the name of that car that I shot a music video with? I can't think about it right now. But they had a lot of different car names, and I was shocked. I was like, yo. So it's cool to see like different details like that in different Sorry, I got a hiccup. In different neighborhoods. I'm really trying to think about that car I shot a music video with. It's so common nowadays. Let's make this left-hand turn on Bryndale. We're at Boxdale and Bryndale. Let's turn left on Bryndale Ave. Alright. We're approaching Brookdale. Bryndale Ave and Brookdale. Passing Bluffdale. We're at Bryndale and Bluffdale. More tires on my left. More tires on my right. Well, some of them look like they might belong to the house because I see like tires on like closer to the front of their property, which means that it's probably coming from their house. Oh, we got a white dog over here. Yo, we already seen like 3 or 4. This better be somebody's dog. Because if that's the case, he's ripping up the lawn. He's ripping. No, he don't got a collar either, yo. Oh man, that sucks. People, put a collar on your dog. Yo, that dog is out. Yo, he's trying to race the car. Yo, what's up with that? He racing the car. Yo, he out. I'm about to go over here and see what he up to. The car went faster and he was out. He was going just as fast as the car. Yo, I got my money on the dog though. Oh, look at him, look at him. Let's see if he races us. You want to race? He over here on my right hand side. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. You want to race? You want to race, boy? I guess he didn't want to race us. He didn't feel like racing us. Yo, he was out. When I mean he was out, the car, and it almost looked like the car was trying to outrun him, and he just kept going. He was putting his all. He was like the little engine that could. He was out. Yo, that was crazy. So wow, there was already 5 stray dogs in this neighborhood. That sucks. I didn't expect to get over here to Tennessee and find more stray dogs. Yeah, that's something new to me. Going to a neighborhood and seeing stray dogs. It's like that in like Puerto Rico, and I know other parts of the world, probably India, and you go to like parts of Africa, there might be stray dogs and stuff. Brisbane and Bondale. All right, let's make this right hand turn. Let's go. That's Cedarbrook. Let's cross over Cedarbrook. Let's see what's past Cedarbrook. It's a big neighborhood, y'all. It's a big neighborhood. It's just about to be an hour soon, and we've almost covered about half of the neighborhood, like roughly half. That means there's still a whole other half that could be done. There's a car that just reversed. He just was going straight, then he reversed. The Cadillac that passed us, and he looked down the road. Maybe that's his white dog that had escaped, and he went looking for him. I'm just guessing. I'm hoping. Maybe that's the positive side of me. The optimistic side of me that says maybe he reversed because he looked up the road and saw his white dog and went to go chase after it. But if that's the case, guys, you gotta like tie up your dogs a little bit better and put a little collar on them with a little name tag and maybe an address or like a number. So if it does escape, somebody can find it and take it back to you. We're at Bondale and I'm sorry, it wasn't Cedarbrook, it was Clearbrook. Clearbrook Street. All right, so let's go across Clearbrook. How can we get across Clearbrook? Let's make the right. Let's go down Bryndale Ave. Let's make this right hand turn. See the big fences on my left? The iron fences? There's a lot of them around here. Most neighborhoods usually have like the little short 3-foot, 4-footers. On rare occasions, I saw the full fences. We got some cabinets on my right. So we're gonna make this left coming up at Bryndale Ave. Somebody did their lawn work on my left. You see all them bags of leaves, and there's more leaves to fall. Mother Nature, making a mess right after you clean it up. Bryndale and Cedarbrook. I mean Clearbrook. I keep saying Cedarbrook. Why I keep saying Cedarbrook? Alright, let's make this. This is a little no outlet. Y'all want to see what this no outlet look like? This is Do It. D-E-W-I-T-T. Do it. You can do it. I already see 2 classic cars in the driveway. I see 3, but the third one can be argued that it's not a classic. But anyway, anything older than 25 years is a classic. That's an abandoned house on my right. Wow, it's boarded up. Look at, they got an older Celica. It looks like they got an older Supra. They got an old pickup truck. They got a little Nissan. And they got, what else is back there? Oh, the Lexus, older Lexus though. But yeah, so that's very interesting. All right, so we're at Bryndale. We're gonna continue making this left-hand turn, Bryndale. We're now at Curtis Street, Bryndale Ave and Curtis. So now we're like on the eastern portion. There's still another huge eastern part left. It's a big neighborhood, and I like that it's defined on Google, because normally some neighborhoods are not defined. We're at Curtis and Bryndale. We just made a left on Curtis. However, this neighborhood is defined. It's outlined well, so you know that you're still in the neighborhood. That's what I mean by defined, meaning that it's outlined. Let's make this right on Capon Ave, or Capon Ave and Curtis Street. And a gentleman on my right hand side taking a stroll. Got a classic car on my left with some rims, some chrome rims. Got a truck on my left with some big chrome rims. Got a little caddy right here on my left with some small chrome rims. We got a Chevrolet. This is an El Camino. Wow, nice classic El Camino. That looks like a 60s model El Camino. But it had a broken window. It's because it's hard to find those windows. And if you find it, it's expensive. Yeah, the South is still rocking the big chrome rims. Heavy. It looks nice with some cars. I just think putting chrome rims on everything is kind of a little too much. Some cars it does look cool. They'd be like, I just got a Kia and slap 20s on it. I just got a Saturn. Let me put some 27s on the Saturn. We're at Capon and Churchill. Let's make this left-hand turn. Ooh, we got a Jeep that he's out, boy. This house on my left got like a second floor balcony deck. We're at Christopher Drive in Churchill. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Let's make this right-hand turn. We're now at Christopher Ave. We're approaching Castleman. Pretty much Castleman. Those are the words. Castleman makes Castleman. All right, right in front of us is Johns Creek. Johns Creek separates 2 little areas of the eastern portion. Right below us, we got the Mendenhall Estates, which is another neighborhood that's actually connected real close. Above us, we got the Sea Isle Park neighborhood. On our bottom left, we got the Oak Haven neighborhood, and so on. But unfortunately, we just reached our 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but this is the end of the tour. As I said earlier, if you're new to the channel, I try to keep these tours at 1 hour long for viewer retention and file management purposes. Not always, especially as of recently. I'm gonna pull over because we got cars going by. We don't always hit an hour. Sometimes the neighborhood's a little small. Sometimes it's about to get dark and I'm just trying to capture, you know. So we do have a variation of tours as of recently within the last month or two. Like some 15-minute tours, some 30-minute tours, some 45-minute tours. But for the most part, if it's a nice sized neighborhood, I do try to keep the tour within an hour long. With that being said, it's the end of the tour, y'all. Show some love. I would appreciate it if you leave your comments in the comment section. All comments help this channel grow. We greatly appreciate it if you donate a comment. Please consider subscribing and smashing that thumbs up button. Show some love. If you want to go the extra mile, hit share. Share this on any one of your social media accounts. On your Instagram, on your TikTok, on your Facebook, on your YouTube. Whatever you want to share it on. We would appreciate that. Help get the word out that we're doing this cross-country mapping out the nation, you know, seeing what neighborhoods are out here. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune 215, Tune be chillin', Tune Stir, Tunism, Bad Tune, Tune 1. Y'all know, Tuning Cali Fragilistic Expialidocious. At the moment, you can call me Tennessee Tune, or y'all can say Memphis Tune. And I'm tuning out.